6. Red flags. The person next to you is evil. We've all seen the movie version of evil, a cackling villain in a burning building. Real life rarely hands us that kind of clarity. Most of the time, evil slips in with a polite mind. If I sit here, it doesn't shout, it smiles. And the worst part, it can feel safe. Today we're covering 6 low-key warning signs that the person beside you isn't just a little toxic. They're the kind of quiet danger that leaves you second-guessing your own mind. If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling strangely drained or wondering, wait, was that my fault? Stick around. This checklist can save you years of confusion. Transition. Quick favor? If even one of these flags helps someone dodge a bullet, hit like so. The algorithm nudges this toward the next person who needs it. And if you want more tools like this one, the subscribe button's ready whenever you are. Red flag 1. Charm without core. Picture this. Someone sweeps in and the room feels lighter. They remember your dog's name, laugh right on cue, and make you feel like the most fascinating human alive. Feels amazing until the battery blinks red. Real warmth lingers. Their warmth evaporates the instant the spotlight shifts. One small hiccup, late coffee order, crying baby on the plane, your own bad mood, and poof, the charm shuts off like a power-saving mode. Practical test. Next time they shine those high beams on you, pause the applause, ask for advice, and stay quiet an extra beat. If the smile drops faster than a bad Wi-Fi signal, what you met wasn't warmth, it was bait. Red flag 2. Scripted empathy. They'll nod, tilt their head, and say, "That must have been so hard for you." The words sound perfect, like they were copy-pasted from a customer service script. Real empathy stumbles, it interrupts, it backtracks, it gets loud, then soft. Theirs is too smooth, and it always arrives right before the ask. 10 minutes of your time, a small favor, or just your honest feedback. Practical test. Halfway through their sympathy, change the ending. Actually, it all worked out fine. If their expression reboots like a frozen laptop, you're not talking to a compassionate soul, you're talking to a telemarketer for emotions. Red flag 3. Controlled, manufactured calm. They speak slowly, hands resting on the table like a meditation guru. Their breathing is so even you half expect spa music. But real calm invites you to exhale. Their calm makes you feel like you're breathing too loud. Suddenly, you're whispering, apologizing for being a lot, wondering why you feel hyper. Watch for the micro-twitch, jaw tightens, blink lasts half a second too long. Real calm leaks no energy. Their calm leaks contempt wearing a Zen mask. Practical test. Drop your pen, laugh too loud, interrupt with a messy story. If their stillness cracks into irritation, you're not facing inner peace, you're looking at a lid on a boiling pot. Red flag 4. Perfect mirroring. Within 10 minutes they're using your slang, quoting your favorite show, and somehow loving the same obscure band. Real connection has hiccups. We mispronounce words, forget references, occasionally disagree. Their mirror is too flawless. You feel seen at warp speed, like you skipped the first 3 dates and landed at the anniversary dinner. Healthy rapport allows static. Unhealthy rapport deletes friction so they can steer the next scene. Practical test. Introduce a harmless contradiction. I actually hate pineapple on pizza now. If they pivot instantly without the normal human pause, you're not bonding with a kindred spirit, you're bonding with a chameleon. Red flag 5. Always the victim. The saddest backstory you've ever heard, on repeat. Exes were crazy, bosses were jealous, The universe has a personal grudge. Real victims heal. They show scar tissue and can admit their part. Professional victims keep the wound fresh, using your compassion as currency. Leave each conversation feeling oddly responsible for fixing their life. And if you don't, you're just like everyone else who let them down. Practical test. Ask them to name a mistake that was 100% theirs. No, but no, because if the temperature drops and the story morphs into how they were pushed into the error, you're not listening to pain, you're listening to a hostage negotiator. Red flag 6. Subtle undermining of your power. They praise you in public with a tiny but visible wink. You're so brave to speak up. They remember your stumbles years later, always framed as helpful. Real support builds you up. Their support sands you down. After a while, you stop trusting your gut and start running decisions by them just to be safe. That's the win condition. Their power grows because your self-trust shrinks. Practical test. Keep a private note of 3 things you did well today without their input. If your list suddenly feels not enough after chatting with them, you're not getting constructive feedback, you're getting slow-motion sabotage. Wrap up. Empowerment. Let's tally. Charm without core, scripted empathy, fake calm, perfect mirroring, permanent victimhood, quiet undermining. If more than one of these feels familiar, step 1 is distance, physical, emotional, digital. Step 2 is boundaries, spoken kindly but firmly. Step 3 is rebuilding the self-trust that got chipped away. Evil rarely wins through big dramatic battles. It wins by making you doubt your own memory for one extra breath. Close that gap, and you become untouchable. Final. If this list helped you spot a wolf in fleece, share it with one friend who needs the heads up. Drop your story below. What was the exact moment you realized someone you trusted was wearing the mask? And if you want the exact phrases to shut down manipulation without starting a war, the next video is queued up and ready.